Black here from Casa Black Gaming, where I get right to the point with all of my guides so you can get back out into the verse to do all of those legit things that good little spacefarers do, and certainly nothing nefarious. Today the Invictus ship sale featured the Crusader ships, and so I know many of you probably picked up one of the Hercules ships, especially since the C2 was available as a war bond with 10-year insurance, and if you upgraded to that from another ship you actually could have saved a stealthy $30 or more, depending on if you chain those war bonds together. Today I'm doing a build out for the C2, which is more on the cargo side of things, and a favorite amongst space truckers like myself, but I don't actually own this ship as I prefer to do my space trucking in the more solo-friendly Constellation Taurus, which will be one of the next videos I push out really soon. This week, a bug was found which allowed players to pick up special event items to take from ArcCorp's Area 18 and take it to Orison's admin trading console, allowing you to make double from the sale. So if you bought 4 million worth of AV equipment, you sold it for 8 million, which is unheard of in trading. It lasted a few days before being patched, but while it was in, you would see C2 Hercules ships going back and forth, and I would be interested to hear what the stats were on this. For the sake of science and for my fans, I partook in just such a run with a rented Hercules because I will do whatever it takes to please my fans. Regardless, due to the C2's insane cargo size, it holds 696 SEU, this was the ship of choice and is usually also the ship of choice to buy up, Laranite, and resell it as well. So let's get to this build so you can get the most out of your own C2. As always, I begin with the ship systems first and the weapons last. Now with combat ships I recommend upgrading your weapons first, but since you should not be seeing much combat with this ship, I will suggest the engines and shields as your first purchases, and then your weapons. Alright, so for the shields, I would go with 2 of the FR86s, which you can pick up from Area 18, or probably better yet, Cousin Crows. For the power plant, I would go with the JS500, which you can only pick up at Cousin Crows, at least according to Urkel's website. But remember that the power plants and coolers impact will be minor until they revamp the ship systems and make them more useful, and we have a reason to try out different types of components instead of just going with the grade A default. The coolers I suggest are 2 of the blizzards, which you can also pick up on Cousin Crows, but I would avoid getting these until the very end, and only if you just feel like it, as they really won't do much for you just yet. The quantum drive is the very first thing I would purchase, and you can grab the TS2 from Crew L5 or our favorite Cousin Crows. Alright, so let's move on to the weapons. Now understand that the C2 sacrifices weapons for mucho storage, so you will be limited here. The first thing I would do is scrap the gimbals and put on size 5 CF557 Gallerine laser repeaters, which you will need to pick up on Area 18 or Center Mass on New Babbage. Laser repeaters are the best output of damage besides ammo type weapons, but with this not being something you should be taking into PvP on purpose, you will be better off with the laser repeaters so you never run out of ammo. Now for the remote turrets, I would change those to laser repeaters as well, which means 4 of the CF447 Rhinos. And again, laser repeaters are good here, and 4 of those can definitely take out some of those small fighters who might try to annoy you. This exact build will work for the other 2 variants, the A2 and M2, you just get more of some of the items. So get rid of any gimbals and use the same size 5s and size 4s as we did here for the C2, and you should be set. Now if you find yourself taking on too much damage on runs, especially during the events, try hiring someone to accompany you for like a 10 to 25% of the profit. This game is meant to be played with others, and most will welcome the chance to lend a hand. And that's gonna do it for this loadout guide for the C2 Hercules Starlifter. I want to hear about your trading exploits or about how you swoop down and drop ship some tanks to help overtake a position. Remember to be kind to your fellow gamers, always wash your hands, and stay positive, citizens.